Our next comic coming to the stage. Please make some noise for the very funny Mr. Brad Allred,
Give it up for Anthony Courtney. Chad Fogland, you should really rejoin Weezer. I think they miss you. Haven't seen him in a while. Maybe you can bring Anthony. He looks like Moby. Might be able to play the drums. That's always where I thought Moby's career would end, right? Doing comedy. In a bar that might have wine. Yeah, a little fancy. Thank you for coming to a show in 2022. We made it. Holy shit. I went into 2021 36. I left with an AARP card. I feel 57. Holy shit, what a year, right? I got arrested. That was cool. Highly recommend. Should probably preface that I'm a retired drug dealer. Yeah. That's a fun way to say you got caught, right? Nobody wants to quit that job, you know? That's a great gig. It's like being in the NFL. You just go till you can't anymore, you know? It's pretty rad. Everybody's talking about quarantine and spending the time. I was on probation through quarantine. And as a pothead my entire life, anybody smokes weeds? Yeah, I knew you did, neighbor. You wouldn't narc me out. Fuck yeah. Your dog barked at me when I came in and I was like, he's raising a drug dog. Get that thing away from me. I don't like it. Honestly, that's a fucking great plan right there. I need to take notes. No, but everybody's talking about quarantine and pandy and all these things, and as like somebody that smoked weed my whole life, I had a dream too of like one day I could just sit in my house and smoke weed all day and get paid for it. And then it happened for everybody in the world but me. God damn it. Have you ever tried to build a Lego set sober? Some bullshit. This is what I tried to look like. That's pretty cool, right? This is me trying. This is cool. Yeah, like a Hot Topic manager at 40. Yeah, those guys both dressed, we're the same age. How crazy is that shit? Good times. Grew my hair out during pandemic, you know, thought that was cool. You know, thought I'd have a cool white guy afro. Turns out I look like somebody's Aunt Linda that's transitioning. Luckily she's addicted to the HGH therapy, you know? We're at least gonna get swole in these streets, you know? Get back in the gym, anybody do that? I haven't done it in a few months, so I'm gonna fake it like I'm still doing it. Getting quite husky, you know, it's cold out. But I went back to the gym, not because of like I wanted to be healthier or care about my well-being. I just was tired of looking like the epitome of don't skip leg day as a human being. Like, look at me, like my body type is SpongeBob SquarePants. Really what happened was a girl was riding me reverse cowgirl. For any older whites, that's where you both watch Fox News, right? Yeah. But this lady reached down and got a good old grasp of thigh and turned around and was like, oh my God, Stephen Hawking? Yeah, great reference, came fast. Do better. Heavily tattooed, you know, in case you're blind. I forget I'm wearing clothes, shit. All right, never mind. We're gonna skip that bit, we'll get right back. Forgot I had this hoodie on. This is a fucking rad hoodie. I bought this hoodie when I was sober, which is pretty crazy because I'm definitely drinking now. And but I was sober for like 11 months, so I bought this just to fuck with people. And that's where I was at in my life. Somebody'd be like, hungover, me too, man, holy shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, from the love of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? Can I tell you about my cult? And then would just pour bullshit on these people until like finally probably the 15th time I said that, somebody was like, yeah, I would love to hear about that. And I was like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're done here. I'm just gonna go back to looking like a tired lesbian. All right. Like I said, I am heavily tattooed, which is pretty rad. I've been tattooed over 20 years, which is pretty crazy. And like back in the day when you get tattooed a long time ago, it was a different stigma, right? It was a different world. Everybody would be like, man, that guy's in a biker gang. Like that guy's a badass. And now everybody looks at me and they're like, man, that guy is a barista. Yeah, worked my whole life to look like this. Looked like I just made the shit out of your coffee today. Pretty fun. When you're heavily tattooed, a lot of people ask you pretty dumb questions a lot, right? I don't know if anybody's gone through this. Do you regret any of those? Yes, sir. I went to jail. I have a giant pink cupcake on my ass that says Sweet Cheeks. I was popular. Holding everybody's pocket. Oh, it's crazy. Just kidding. White privilege, guys. Was in jail 3 hours. But that's still a long time, because Johnny Cash was in jail for 3 hours, and he wrote 2 whole albums about that shit. Yeah. If you are tattooed, just a little survey, little info for you. They do have to take pictures of all your tattoos. So that lady had a terrible day of work when she got me. Yeah. Spread your cheeks, lift your sack, Chad. Oh man, like I said, I'm 37, crazy, getting older, man. Kind of happened out of nowhere. Kind of realized, I was like, man, I think I know I'm getting older because Hootie and the Blowfish lyrics finally started to make sense. I was wasted and I was wasting time. Fuck out of here, Hootie. How did you know? Really what happened is like, I can't fuck the same. Has anybody gotten to this point? Yeah. Well, if a girl was like doggy style, I'm like, oh, I got that. It's in the bag of tricks. I stand on the edge of the bed because I got a bad knee. And you just thrust your ass toward me as much as you can. You ever want to disappoint a 23-year-old by telling her you haven't seen a Harry Potter movie? Tell her to have sex like that. Works for me pretty well these days. Don't have a TikTok. You know, I gotta stop trying to bang 23-year-olds. Sorry, Amy, this is an old joke. We're bringing back old stuff, all right? Calm down. Because I'm a grown man. Like, if I have a TikTok, that's just a cry for help, right? Like, if a grown man is making, like, Milli Vanilli videos of just dancing in the mirror doing selfies, probably hug him, you know? Maybe tell him to call his dad. I don't know what to do. That's a lot. Like, I grew up with dial-up. Anybody remember dial-up? That's what I had to jerk off with. You really had to roll the dice, okay? It's 2 in the morning, you're waking everybody up, dude. If fucking grandma comes in, you know where your computer is? Living room. That ain't in your bedroom. Yeah, you gotta unplug that bitch. Just hope and pray. Power went out. Fucking crazy. Bartending again, never thought I'd do that. Figured I retired. COVID, you know, I got a get out of jail free card. Give it up for anybody that bartends or works in service industry. You guys all deserve 2 aggravated assaults free a year, you know? People suck. Drunk people really suck. It's adult babysitting at its finest. So I was like, you know what? I've done this for fucking 13 years. I can hang it up. My jersey's in the rafters. It'll be in the Hall of Fame. Rad. And then like 4 months ago, a girl called me and she was like, hey, we got a great opportunity. It's a craft bar, good money, do whatever you want, it'd be awesome. And I had to look her dead in the eyes and be like, listen, I'd rather blow the Wu-Tang Clan in front of my father than ever bartend again. So you can catch me bartending at Dead Crow Comedy every Saturday. Yeah, Christmas was fun, you know? At least old dirty bastard died, right? Because that's, you know, 8 dicks, that's a lot. 7, Julia gets it. 7, you know, just unlock your jaw like a python, no big deal. You know, that's only like 7 of these, you know? Because they're not white guys. All right, that went bad. I went it back with one more. No, we're not. We're just gonna be an asshole. I'm a big sneaker guy. Anybody like sneakers? You know, I grew up in the '80s. You know, I was a little hood kid. You know, I loved it. '80s culture was the shit. Like I was a super poor kid too, and we're real ingenuitive people, right? Like my Walkman growing up broke, so I had to bust out my Teddy Ruxpin and play my Tupac, All Eyes on Me cassette through that. Really ruined my grandma's life when she saw that. It was pretty rad. Anyways, I've been a hood kid my whole life, but I love sneakers. And I'll go on dates with girls, I'm like, listen, she has no idea how much these cost. Ladies, you're the same way, you have purses, right? I have no idea how much these cost. But I do know we probably both got them the same way. We both fucked an old guy. I've been Brad Allred, everybody. Give it up for everybody coming up here. Peace.
Very nice. Awesome. That was cool. Yeah, except except for the part where we shitting on my TikTok channel there. That was